Hey Tankers, welcome to another episode of Beginner's Guide. This time we're going to be talking about positioning, how to holding a position, basics 101. We're going to be featuring a video from Climber123, who was happy enough to share this how-to video on an excellent game he had on the map Port Bay, where he got over on the other side and was able to hold an entire side with the help of another medium tank and just completely dominate and win a game. Hoping I'm not spoiling that for you, but anyways, let's talk about some real quick, some positioning basics. So, whereas this is one map, Port Bay, what I'm going to try and tell you is going to be something you can use in any position and on holding any position. Okay, so it doesn't matter that it's Port Bay or New Bay or Fort Despair or whatever. The basics are the same. In order to hold a position, you need a couple of things. You need to know your tank. In this case, Climber is using the Russian Tier 8 Premium Medium, the STG, and this is a short, squat tank that only has 5 degrees of gun depression, yet by knowing his tank, Climber is able to play from a hold-down position the entire game and dominate this map. The other thing you need to know is where you're going to hold, what position you're going to hold, and how does this give your team an advantage, and what advantage does it give your team? Is it worth doing? Is it not worth doing? You can hold a position the entire game, but if nobody is there to fight you and challenge you and the fight's not there, you're completely wasting your time, and that does nothing to help the game. So the position that Climber and the other guy that was with him is holding is on the far side of Port Bay, across from the sea, what would be the sea base if he was playing Supremacy. Now, everybody that knows this map knows that if you can hold this side of the map across the river, you can win the game. Now, there's other maps that do this. You can do this with. Map that comes to mind is Mines. If you can get on the hill and you can hold the hill and from the other tanks, and pretty much it's going to give you a hold down shot at anybody around you, and you can dominate that map and win that one too. So what he's doing here on this side is Climber is just using his tank to go hold down. Now remember, I said his tank only has about 5 degrees of gun depression. That's nothing. That's nothing at all. An IS-3 Russian heavy, which has no gun depression, has more gun depression than this tank. But yet, because of the small size of the STG, Climber is able to use the advantages of this tank to his advantage. He's able to keep himself hold down. He's able to bounce shots, take shots. He is keeping the other team in position over there by the bridge where they can't risk crossing without taking a side shot from Climber. And with a gun that does a 400 alpha shot, you don't want to be taking too many side shots from a tank that has free shots at you. He's keeping them penned up. And that is giving his team a chance to farm damage and keep people in position. Now, as you can see, a couple of the mediums on the other team have flanked around and gone around and gotten behind his team through their spawn area. So he's going to have to watch both sides now. But look at that. He's watching both sides. He's paying attention to both sides and the tanks, and he's doing what he needs to. He's putting shots where he needs them. He's keeping people penned in place and at the risk of popping out and taking a hit. Him and his partner are exactly doing that, and they're doing exactly what they need to. They're preserving their hit points to the best of their ability, and they're waiting for the right opportunity to push and take the other team out. So here he is. He's watching. He's going to looking for a shot on that guy on the other side of the bridge. He doesn't get it, but he's going to look back to his left, and he's still looking for shots and keeping people in place. Right now, we've got a 2-on-4 situation. That's not a Klobanoff situation because he's got somebody with him. But still, it's 2-on-4. They've got 4 guns. His team has 2. Him and the guy that's with him. And the other guy doesn't have a whole lot of hit points. But by keeping themselves in position and holding this side, they're doing an amazing job of practicing what I said. They're using their tanks to advantage. They're playing hold down. And they're taking shots, keeping the other tanks in place, and only exposing themselves to take shots for kills. And that's exactly what they're doing. They just got another kill. So this is this is a excellent example of what you need to do in this position. Now it looks like it's 2-on-2. They've eliminated 2 of the targets, and Climber is looking for the opportunity to push, and him and the other tank are pushing, and look at this. They're going to start pushing, and they're going to advance on the tank. It's down to a 1-tank, a 2-on-1 advantage, or 2-on-1 game, and there Climber takes that last shot, and he finishes the tank off, and Climber and his random partner have done an amazing job of holding a side and demonstrating how you hold a position in order to win a game. Basic 101. He did an amazing job. Now, pay attention to what we talked about here in positioning, because the next beginner guys video we have is going to be a 2-part series on sniping. Thanks for watching as usual, guys, and a special thanks to Climber for sharing this video with us. It was a great game and a great example.